Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. We have three times the cute for you today with three elephant seal patients that have been with us for a good 7 to 8 months of these last three elephant seals of the season. We have Destiny, Rover, and Defender. And I'll explain why Rover and Defender are two of the names, at least for today. There are two females and one male elephant seal. They stayed with us longer. They all three had different issues that kept them later in the season than the rest of our elephant seal pups. But these are the last three for 2024, and we're looking forward to having them go back today. So these animals are being released back to the ocean because of you and the support that you've provided to Marine Mammal Care Center for rescue, rehabilitation, and of course, release back to their ocean home. So we say thank you to all of you for that. We are also going to launch today the voting for the Defender Award through Land Rover. We are one of 5 finalists for this award. It's a North America award, and we're going to ask everyone at the end of the program today to vote for Marine Mammal Care Center today and every day through October 17th. So to launch this, we're going to show you all a video. This was the submission video that got us one of the finalist spots for the Land Rover Defender Award. So enjoy.
The conversation starts with then it opens up a whole ocean of stories that inspire people on multiple levels.
My name is Jules, and I am a marine mammal responder here at the Marine Mammal Care Center in Los Angeles, California.
Our team covers about 70 miles of coastline responding to marine mammals in distress. And once we rescue them, it's usually 2 to 3 months of hard work during the rehabilitation process.
The magic of this place doesn't only happen here, but it also happens out there in our community.
In order to do that, we need a versatile vehicle that has ample seating to transport volunteers to outreach events, foldable seats that can make room for our trash grabbers and buckets and tables for our beach cleanups, and all-terrain capabilities that would be really nice if we could actually drive a vehicle on the beach for our patient releases, so volunteers don't have to lug all the cones and tables and refreshments and all the safety gear by hand, because sometimes the parking lot's actually pretty far away from the beach.
Our old van that was doing some of those things can't really keep up anymore. It makes weird sounds, the logo is faded, the seats are busted, the things are rusted. It's definitely time for an upgrade.
Sometimes it takes a couple tries.
Yeah, it just, it needs to go. It needs to go.
Sometimes we need an enclosed, temperature-controlled vehicle to transport patients long distances. This was the case for a non-releasable patient named Elmer, who was blind and was taken to a larger, more permanent facility where he could spend the rest of his life with other blind harbor seals. This facility was about 2 to 3 hours away, and having good air circulation and having modern safety features would be important things to have to ensure animals like Elmer have the least amount of stress during their journeys. So by joining us here at the Marine Mammal Care Center, you'll be joining a team that helps inspire a passionate community to take action. A team that aims to redefine the phrase human impacted species into a positive light. A team that shows that if we work together to face the many opposing threats our world faces, we can go above and beyond to not just care for wildlife, but defend it.
The voting will begin. It's live today. So again, we ask everyone to go and vote. We are going to be sending an email with the link right after this event. We're the only West Coast and, of course, then only California and only Los Angeles-based organization that is in the final 5 for this award. So please help us win this Land Rover Defender. It will help us rescue animals from the beach with climate-controlled environments, especially important now that the weather is very unpredictable and gets very, very hot, as you might imagine, here in Los Angeles. Having these animals transported more than an hour in the back of a truck is not always ideal, especially when these patients are sick. So this is going to really help with our animal care outcomes, and want to share a little bit about why elephant seals are so special to all of us at Marine Mammal Care Center. And to do that, I'm going to turn it over to Dave Bader, who is on our staff, but is also a marine biologist and a big fan of elephant seals.
Thanks, John. So we have these three amazing animals that are going to be released today, and we talked about them going on an hour journey in a vehicle, but when they leave us today, they're going to go on an amazing journey themselves. Elephant seals, they live here locally. They're actually here in our local water, stranding here on Los Angeles beaches. And when we rehabilitate them, get them back out for that second chance, they're going to be headed up north. When I say north, they're going all the way north. They're headed up to Alaska, to the waters of the North Pacific, and that's where they're going to feed. They're going to spend half of their time up there feeding on deep sea fishes and squids. And when I say deep, up to a mile deep, holding their breath for 2 hours as they do it. They're an extreme animal, and they go through these extreme migrations. To do that, they need a lot. And these animals you're going to see are pretty big, but they're going to get a lot bigger. Males can get up to be 13 feet long, 4,400 pounds. Females about half that weight, but still incredibly large animals. These animals live right off of our coast in the really amazing and pristine and abundant and biodiverse waters of Southern California. It's why it's so important that you guys provide that support, not just for the care of animals at the Marine Mammal Care Center, but the care of animals out here in our local oceans. We can all do that by participating in a number of things. We can make sure that our elected officials vote with the environment in mind. We can make sure that we're thinking about seafood. These animals eat seafood, and so do we. So we can make sure we're eating sustainably. And then we can also make sure that we're doing the best things that we can do with our waste. We want to make sure that we reduce and reuse. Those are the most important things. We all know about recycling. Let's make sure we're reducing the amount that we use, and we're reusing things when we can. And then if it's a last step, we go to recycle. That's how we can help to protect these animals in their natural environment, in this amazing and biodiverse environment we have right here in Southern California, so that these amazing animals that you're about to see can have a happy and healthy life once they've been recovered. So I'm going to throw it back to John right now, and we're going to get started.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and open the crates again. It's Destiny, Rover, and Defender. And please look for an email right after this with information on how to vote. And thanks again for joining. So, Madison? So if you've joined us before, remember elephant seals can take their time. Someone needs to be brave before the other ones poke their head out. This is absolutely normal, and we will give them all the time that they need to feel comfortable. So we've got Rover in the lead. Looks like Destiny is number 2. And Defender is out of the gate. My guess is going to be that Destiny is going to turn around and look at them and give them the okay, and then they'll start following, but we'll see. There goes Destiny. All right, Rover is almost there. Destiny is a close second. And here we go. Brave leads brave leads brave. I'll also point out that there is a donate button if you look up on your screen. If you would like to help support the animals we still have on site, we would greatly appreciate you pressing that donate button. Maybe we'll get an elephant seal kiss here. We got it. You'll notice on Destiny's back what look like scars, but she is molting. So they molt their coats about every year, and it takes a lot of energy for them to do this, but it's perfectly normal. So that's what you're seeing on her coat. And Rover is gone. I don't know if you can see Rover's head sticking up there in the water, Jamie. But Rover is off and running. And if Destiny rolls on her back, then this would have been beach chairs and a book moment. Maybe she'll roll into the water. This is why we love elephant seals. They put on a great show. And like any animal, we want to let them drive this. We are not going to force them to do anything they do not want to do. And we're scouting the waterline, but Rover is long gone, which is great. So one thing to remember is these animals have been out of the ocean for most of their life. So think if you were just being introduced to big waves, lots of noise, cold water, it's a little nerve-wracking. So that's what they're experiencing right now and leads to some of the hesitation. But again, once one goes, the other follows, as we're seeing now. So we will keep following them online until they are fully immersed in the water and we can't see them anymore. Looks like we might